Hello again. I hope you're doing well. I hope this finds you bliss and I hope this finds you calm. I sit here always thinking like, why is everything the way it should be instead of the way you want it to be? You get everybody telling you how it should be, but you can't even have a talk with yourself to have a stable ground that you can actually be able to converse with yourself in a manner that it actually helps you and the people around you. The actions that you take, as we all do, striving to be better than what we actually trying to be, always comes down to one thing, and that's love. You can always try and love somebody, but it always comes in too hard, or you just miss the point. One thing's about love, it's so strong, but yet so weak. Like a leaf floating within the wind, but yet stays out for too long from home, it withers and dies. The amount of fuel that you need to survive within a day-to-day basis, and with the environment that the world is going in nowadays, it's just absolutely astonishing. You can always try and remember yourself from the back days when you were young, when everything was free, when everything was more of a pleasurement than duty. As you grow old, them things starts to wither, and now you have to become somebody that you don't want. A planned life that you're making it up on the go as you go. And sometimes when the goal gets going, you're in a bad spot, bad situation, and you don't know what to do from left to right. The only thing that you know what to do is what you've been doing. And then here you have somebody coming out of nowhere, speaking from a place that you don't know, that you don't trust, but yet still able to figure out what you're going through and how it's not relatable, but it touches the points that make it a stable ground for you to push on forward. People don't like to be woken up. Some people like to stay asleep, and that's fine with them. We ain't here to push people to their limits and hold them when they fail, but even though we knew we made it the best choice in the best environment to make sure that they can strive and be better for everybody around them, but yet when the ball drops, they always remember who put them on the path and not who took care of them. In this instant, writing down and seeing the plot unfolds within the calm and the beautifulness in life, it's not the easiest, but definitely makes the life more interesting. And every time it goes the way it should do, without you saying a word, just through your actions, that's when you realize words are just meaning that sometimes you can just never get back. Anybody could do what they can do, but can never do it the same way we do. If I always try and impress you with how I look, how I sound, how I walk, how I talk, isn't there so many people out there doing the same thing? And if that is true, what's the difference between every single one of them and none of them? Because this is a skill that we've all had since young. We've been brought up with it. Within any case, there are some people who are disability, then they can't do the same things that we can do. And the matter of fact, it's just literally ridiculous that they always still find a way when you are sat there with absolutely nothing and everything, and you're still expecting something to happen to you. This ain't no Peter Pan. This ain't no Cinderella. And the beauty about it, it's not even reality as well. Because if to say it's reality, that means magical things don't happen. But we both know magical things happen 24/7 every day. If you're just not opening your eyes, that means you're looking in the wrong way. If you're just in a bad situation, that means you ain't got the right mindset. Instead of wishing that situation to go away, wish that you had better tools to manage it. I haven't got the right words or the right things to say because I'm making it just up as we go. If that's wrong, then truly I'm doing it right. Because even if you ask any person who's ever built their dream house or dream thing, they had to start learning it from somewhere. And even though they say they know, I could ask you, do you know how to walk? Yes. But if you go to a doctor and they tell you half of your body posture is wrong, your jaw's a bit out of line, your facial features are not aligned, then you gotta say that you're not looking right, you're not talking right, and you ain't definitely sitting right. Yes, everybody has the scratch over basics, and this goes back to the point and saying, yes, everybody can talk. They can talk in a way that can mesmerize you. But within any case, you cannot tell me that you are doing it the best of your abilities if you're not willing to put it out there. Look, it's just as simple as this. If you're living in life and you're not looking for shame, or you've never made shame, you've never shook hands with shame, that is truly shameless in itself. Imagine you trying something new, and in your head you're building up all of this beautiful structure, how it's gonna go right, planning for days, and I'm telling you, it could be even years. And just before the page closes, just before the curtains comes down, something minor happens. Now everybody's talking about it, but with you, you've had a sweet progress with it. Even though people will be talking behind your back, now when it comes to front, you're thinking, hang on a minute, I'm doing this right, or how have I done this wrong? Now within any case, how can you prove to yourself that you can handle it if you've never met shame in all shapes and sizes? You gotta put yourself out there. You gotta be embarrassed. You gotta get that butt licking. Because the simple the matter of fact is, if you always try to go through in life, being the nice guy shaking everybody's hands, at some point someone will shake your hand and they'll have bad intent. And what they do will be shameful. But I tell you what, they would have done it so many times, it would have been a regular thing. It's just clocking in the Monday. But for you, it'd be like going to see the president. You might just faint round the spot. So if you ain't ready for that type of life, then best prepare. And if you don't, be prepared to be shamed. It ain't even about just looking up into the sky and just saying, it's a whole big world out there, I can do anything. I believe it so. I remember the last thing in my mind that I did that was so great, that was so pure, that was so amazing. Everybody talked about it. I got so many praises for it. It's still the highlight of my life right now. And if you truly think back on it, you didn't even try and make that highlight. That just happened. Surprisingly, again, like wishful thinking. And it was a wish which came true because you made so many people happy. Now imagine being able to replicate that and being able to show in a way of keeping it in such a straight line and still getting the same results, but so much better. You do that over time. Surprise, surprise. You're being the absolutely person that you want to be in the same time, making people happy around you. And if they don't, well, surprise, I'm still doing the same thing that I want to do. But you're just going to keep doing what you want to do. And there ain't no side to side road. So always just remember, always keep strong out there. It's a hard road we live in, but it is what it is. Come on. Take care of yourself.